At Wind River Resort and Casino, we like to celebrate life's little moments. Oh, and the big ones too. Because around here, when you're completely in the moment, that's when the magic happens. Come in and find your moment at Wind River Resort and Casino.
All right, good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Mike Krueger. It is Coffee with the Krueger. By the way, got a great new coffee mug for my wife for my birthday yesterday. I didn't really like to advertise it a whole lot, but this is kind of fun. It says, "Take it easy. Life is good." It is, you know, life is good, and I can't complain. Weather NorCal is doing well. I'm really happy about that. People are watching, working on getting more advertisers. I feel the growth happening. I can just feel it coming, and it's all happening. So yes, life is good, and I got to take it easy over this 3-day holiday weekend, so that was really nice. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday. Kind of hard to think about what day it is because a lot of us didn't have to work on Monday, but yeah, today is Wednesday, May 29th. We still have a couple more days of May left. Could we make it through the month of May without seeing 100 degrees? I tell you what, it is going to be close because Friday, it's going to be borderline, and Friday is still in May. It's not until we get into the weekend that we're talking about June, right? So, let's keep our fingers crossed. I mean, wouldn't it be nice? Would it be nice to say we didn't see 100 degrees at all for the month of May? That's always nice. All right, let's get you those temperatures out there right now. You can see about 67 degrees for Redding, 63 in Chico, 64 degrees for Oroville, 51 in Susanville right now, 44 for Altus. It's getting more and more mild these mornings, right? I mean, we're not even getting close to freezing, although pretty cold in Hayfork at about 35, 37 in Weaverville, 50 degrees for Crescent City, and 50 in Eureka, and low to mid-60s for the Valley. Visibility is looking good, and I tell you what, I wanted to, something happened here. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, I know what. I wanted to show you what it looks like in different areas along the coast here. Here's a look at just north of Trinidad at Elk Country, and I want to show you too what it looks like out at Crescent City because it is absolutely gorgeous out there. I mean, just a couple of those passing clouds, but not much in the way of cloud cover. So we're talking about a mainly sunny day out there, even along the coast this afternoon. And again, taking another quick look at that Elk Country cam. I can't get enough of that one. And you know, of course, if we can take a look at the elk out there, that's always a fun thing as well. Let's get you out the door this morning, and what we're seeing here for your Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Those temperatures should be in the mid-60s for the Valley with sunny skies. The coast, temperatures around 50. And looks like upper 40s for Siskiyou and Modoc County in the Eastern Mountains. Those temperatures will be in the low 50s. At 8 o'clock this morning. Look at the winds out there. It was gusty. You know, I talked about the gusty winds coming in yesterday afternoon, and that pretty much materialized, especially for the north end of the valley down to Redding, Red Bluff. Even Corning got in on some of those winds, but they weren't as bad in Chico yesterday. But today, I think there'll be a different story. We're already seeing those gusty winds this morning, and really the main area of focus for the winds is the valley and the coast. That's where we're seeing the strongest winds here for today, and not to mention even tomorrow. But look at the gusts. I mean, we're getting over 30 miles per hour for parts of the valley and possibly even the coast. This afternoon and evening, still looking at those gusty winds, and it'll probably continue into tonight and even tomorrow morning. So the winds are going to stick around at least through tomorrow. What does that mean for our fire weather risk today? Well, we're getting in that high category, a lot more oranges on the map there for the valley. Now, this is where we have the drier brush, right? As you start heading to the higher elevations, it's still a lot greener. We're not looking at as much of fire danger, but it's really starting to dry out in the valley. And you may notice that on your walks, your hikes, a lot of the brown vegetation, a lot of that light brown dead vegetation is making its way here. So the more and more we see these dry north winds, that dries things out even more and, of course, increases that fire danger. Taking a look right now, we do have that area of low pressure to our north. And that is, of course, producing a lot of the cloud cover out towards the Pacific Northwest. And by the way, we actually did see some thunderstorms in Modoc County yesterday afternoon. I think Futurecast did a great job in illustrating where we were seeing the potential for rain. And that was mainly for Siskiyou and Modoc County. And that's essentially what happened. Now, we did see a little bit of thunderstorm activity yesterday afternoon, even in northeastern Lassen County. But of course, now things have dried out. And we'll be looking at mainly sunny skies here throughout the day today as we look at Futurecast, not only for the valley and mountains, but even the coast, seeing mainly clear skies, although it looks like we may see a few clouds coming in later on this evening and tonight for parts of the coast. Otherwise, look at the temperatures we saw out there yesterday. Temperatures mainly upper 80s, low 90s. Chico only got up to 86 though. 91 degrees for Redding, 90 degrees for Oroville. And for the mountains, got in the 70s, some 80s in there, 84 degrees for Boerne yesterday, and right around 60 along the coast. But for today, about the same. We're going to be in the upper 80s to about 90 degrees in the valley. The north winds may bump up those temperatures for some of us, especially around the Chico area, but otherwise mainly around 90, give or take. And then I'm expecting temperatures to be in the 70s for most of the higher elevations, including Boerne, about 75 degrees there. And temperatures along the coast, once again, right around 60 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day outlook. Starting off with the valley. Now, we're going to go on a roller coaster ride, folks. Temperatures going up after today, then back down for the weekend, and then back up going into next week. We take a look at your 7-day outlook for the coast, inland, and Weaverville. Look at that. On Monday of next week, looking at the chance for some showers. Stick around for the deeper dive forecast later on, as we kind of talk about that potential going into Monday. But it looks like Susanville, the Eastern Mountains in general, should be dry for the next 7 days. But also, the trend for the higher elevations is also pretty much calling for up, then down, then back up again with those temperatures. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the cameras out there this morning, looking at Lake Oroville, North Forebay. It looks like we are seeing, of course, plenty of sunshine out there this morning, and a little bit of a breeze. You can kind of see the lake is not looking like glass this morning. There are some areas over the lake that are seeing some light breezes. Now, the wind's not that strong down to the south, as you can kind of see though at Chico. Yeah, the trees are blowing around a little bit there, and the wind out there this morning. We take you out to Highway 99. Looks like the camera is blowing in the wind there as well. So yes, a little gusty out there this morning. Now, we don't have a moving camera for Redding, but the winds are certainly gusting out there this morning as well, under the mainly clear skies, although there are a few passing high clouds out there. Quick reminder, there's a free Weather NorCal app. Just go to your app store, download the weather, just search for Weather NorCal, and before you know it, you've got Weather NorCal and Mike Krueger on your phone. Watch on your smart TV as well. Now, here's a cool thing. Most TV these days have smart TVs, right? That they come with apps, all that good stuff. So most likely your TV automatically has YouTube built in it. As long as your TV is connected to the internet, you can watch Weather NorCal, the 24-hour streaming channel, right from your TV. And the cool thing about the YouTube part of the app is that you can also watch the latest weather forecast that I've uploaded as well. Now, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick or Roku, you can download the Weather NorCal app there and watch the 24-hour streaming channel as well. So a lot of great resources for you. This is what I love about Weather NorCal, because on top of that, you can also go to weathernorcal.com. And what I've been asking a lot of you when you've been coming to me saying you're watching Weather NorCal, I've been asking a lot of you how you get Weather NorCal. Do you do it from the website? Do you do it from the app? Do you do it from the 24-hour streaming channel? And I'm finding there's a little bit of everything out there. And that's what's so great. And that's what I love to hear, because that tells me that my efforts were well worth it. That you can go anywhere, minus the TV airwaves, and you can get your weather information from Weather NorCal from wherever you are, from your phone, from your computer, from your laptop, from your TV. I mean, there's just so many different ways that you can get Weather NorCal that it's a great resource. And on top of that, there's great programming on there as well. How about Animal Family, where we've got Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals, sponsored by Cottonwood Veterinary and Small Animal Clinic. You can see here that we've got the Pet of the Week. We've got the Turtle Bay Wonderful World of Animals, the Vet Education Corner. You learn more about the health of your pets from Cottonwood Vet Clinic, and it's amazing. And we're working on building that library even bigger. And also, there's great resources. And again, keep in mind, all of this is available on the app, by the way. You can get your ag report, do ag reports once a week there. You can get road conditions. You can get fire danger. All of that stuff available right here on Weather NorCal. So I just wanted to kind of give you a quick update on that. Let's take a look at, check in with everybody, see how everybody is doing this morning. Lisa Stevens saying, have a great one. Good morning from Tracy and Sadie Short is saying good morning. Pam Georgia is also saying good morning this morning. Cynthia McIntosh is saying good morning. Okay. To mow this morning between Cottonwood between Red, probably not, Cynthia. I would say no. I would say forego mowing today. I would say forego mowing tomorrow, and even Friday morning looks a little gusty as well. I think the weekend is going to be your best bet, because by Saturday temperatures start to drop and we'll see cooler temperatures too. It'll be the hottest on Friday too. So I would say no to mowing your lawn. Good morning from Curtis Brown. Mike from 7 miles west of Red Bluff. Winds came up around 6 p.m. yesterday evening. Yes, it was getting pretty gusty. They picked up here in the Redding area late afternoon. I started noticing those winds really picking up, and then of course in the evening they were pretty strong as well. Have a nice windy day from Windy Palisadro. Ruth saying good morning. I don't know why my name is not coming up on my other phone. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, Krista, celebrating your birthday. Excellent. Happy birthday to you. By the way, our birthdays are one day off. My birthday was yesterday. So yes, Geminis unite. My wife is a Gemini too. Krista, by the way, I was going to ask you a question. If you're still watching, I would like you to chime in. Today is, I'm going to go to, and you might be able to help me out with this. It is National Co-Q-Ovin Day. Do you know what that is, Krista? I suppose I could have asked my wife, but I didn't think about it until just now. So let me know if you're watching, Krista, what C-O-Q Ovin Day is. I'll show you right there. That's what it looks like. National it looks like some kind of chicken dish. I'm not sure. It's also National Flip-Flop Day for Wednesday after Memorial Day. So National 529 Day. Now, for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a college fund for the kiddos. And I know I started one when Aiden was born, and 529 Day. It's just a good reminder to put money, because college is a lot more expensive than it was back in my day. My goodness, it's crazy. National Paperclip Day, all right, and the National Senior Health and Fitness Day. I suppose now that I'm getting older, I may need to celebrate National Senior Health and Fitness Day. I don't know. All right, Christy, yes, chicken with wine. Coke Ovan. Okay, excellent. Well, thank you, Krista, for that. And happy birthday to you, by the way. Everyone, I would like for you to chime in and say happy birthday to Krista this morning. All right, Jackie already did. So, and thank you for my birthday yesterday. Oh, Krista, your mom's birthday was yesterday too. You know, what's interesting about May 28th is my uncle, one of my uncles, his birthday is also May 28th. And I have a friend, my best friend in high school, one of my best friends in high school, his mom's birthday was, I think, the 29th of May. So it was always kind of some interesting coincidence. I ran into a lot of people who had birthdays around mine. Another trip around the sun. Yep, another trip around the sun. A lot of trips I've made around the sun. And for Krista as well. Happy birthday to you, Krista. All right, so let's get to the forecast and get into the more deeper dive forecast. Of course, as you know, Coffee with Krueger is made possible by Wind River, because at Wind River Resort and Casino, enjoy friendly service, a wide variety of specials and promotions. Did Did I do that right? I did. No, I did not. Darn it. All right, we'll get to it. Hold on. Let me get back to it again. So let's start over again. At Wind River Resort and Casino, enjoy friendly service, a wide variety of specials and promotions, plus all of your favorite slots and table games. Let's get to those current temperatures out there right now. We're sitting at about 67 degrees for Reading, 64 in Oroville. Now, where we're seeing those stronger winds, I mean, it is mild out there this morning. 45 degrees for Alturas, 51 degrees for Susanville, and we've got some breezy conditions out there, even along the coast, with temperatures around 50 degrees at the current hour. So here's what's going on. Here's the weather headlines. The north winds are back. They returned yesterday. Many of us saw that, especially the north end of the valley. They're going to stick around for a few days, which means our fire danger is going to be higher as well. Now, the valley will be flirting once again with 100 degrees. Remember, about 2 weeks ago, we got close to 100 degrees. Didn't happen. I think that'll be the case again here for Friday. I think we're going to be flirting with that 100-degree mark. But at this point, I'm saying, I think we'll probably stay just below 100 degrees, 98, 99, for example, in Reading. Big heat in June. You're probably already seeing it on social media. This is going to be the big buzz on social media as far as Northern California weather is concerned, because there have been signs from the long-range forecast models that we could potentially see temperatures exceed that 100-degree mark for the first week of June, or getting toward the first week of June, somewhere within that first week, really going towards the middle to latter part of next week. Some signs indicating 105 to 110 degrees. I don't want you to get too excited about that just yet, because we're still seeing back and forth on that from the long-range forecast models. That is not guaranteed. So when people tell you, be prepared for 105 to 110 degree temperatures, yeah, okay, prepare for it. Be mentally aware that it could happen, but also note that at this point in time, there's still a lot of uncertainty in that. So I'll keep you updated with that as we continue over the next few days. Maybe we'll start to see some more consistency in the long-range forecast models. But in the meantime, let's shift our attention to the winds, because that's the biggest concern for today and tomorrow. And that is right now in the valley. We're not seeing it so much out towards Del Norte County, but towards southern Humboldt County, a little gusty there. And you'll also notice the most of the mountains aren't seeing very gusty winds either, although places like Alturas, a little gusty there this morning, and looks like a little bit elevated winds right now in Mount Shasta City. Now this afternoon, the wind's actually not as strong as we'll see this morning, but still gusting upwards of 20 to even 30 miles per hour. And of course, those gusty north winds picking up this afternoon along the coast. You'll notice the bulk of the winds will be in the valley and along the coast, and it's not as bad for the higher elevations, both today and tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, stronger winds for the valley, and then they weaken Thursday afternoon, but still gusty. Once again, 20 to 30 miles per hour, still those strong winds along the coast. But even places like, the higher plains there, higher plateau, we start getting into those gusts over 20 miles per hour, even for places like Alturas. Now, as we go into Friday morning, still a bit gusty, right? But the good news is we start to see those winds die down. Still breezy for the coast, but elsewhere not as bad. But also, Friday is the day that we do expect temperatures to quite possibly touch 100 degrees for some of us in the valley. We'll see. All right, there's a look at your relative humidity this morning. Not so bad, but look at this. We're getting down into the single digits for the valley. So with the strong north winds, with the single digits in the humidity levels, including tomorrow. Now, as we go into Friday, we're still looking at very low relative humidity, but you recall those winds aren't as strong on Friday, but still elevated fire danger. In fact, this is a fire weather risk. Again, it looks at the combination of the winds, which we just saw, the humidity, which we just saw, and the heat. The combination of the three is what's giving us the high fire danger today. The combination of the three is what's going to give us some higher fire danger on Thursday. That's Thursday at 4 p.m. Look at how much deeper the oranges we're getting. That's getting well into that high category. Okay. Then we go into Friday. Now remember, humidity is low, temperatures are hot, but the winds are not as strong. However, that being said, we're still in that elevated range. We're seeing yellows and even some oranges. So moderate to high for the valley going into Friday afternoon. So here's the big picture. Area of low pressure here, spinning, moving to the east. This is what brought the showers and thunderstorms for parts of Modoc County yesterday and even northeastern Lassen County. That has shifted off to the east, but now we've got another slider, inside slider moving through, and that's giving us some of those gusty winds. There is that slider. Now, typically the sliders move down into Nevada, into the Great Basin region, but this is moving more to the east. The winds, again, still strong on Thursday. Then by Friday, that ridge of high pressure starts to build in. Now, the thing is, it's a weak ridge, and this is why I don't anticipate it to be a massive heat wave for tomorrow, for Friday. But those temperatures are going to be elevated and much higher on Friday. This, though, is what's going to cool us off again over the weekend, in particular for your Saturday. The winds may pick up as well, but I'm not too terribly concerned about it. The cooler weather will probably last into Sunday, but by the beginning of next week, watch what's going to happen. We're going to see these storm systems start to try to arrive, but now this one's having a harder time moving eastward, and we're beginning to see a ridge of high pressure build northward. But it looks like it's mainly off toward east. So the bigger heat at this point looks to be to our east, but we'll still get caught up in some of that heat going into next week. And looking at the Climate Prediction Center, again, that's that big bubble of heat. That's the dome of high pressure that'll probably build. Now, again, we're still watching this. It's not guaranteed that that dome of high pressure will be as strong as we're seeing here, but that is something worth watching. Now, I want to show you the temperature trend. You'll notice temperatures upper 90s. They dip again going to the weekend, back into the upper 90s by next Tuesday. So we're seeing those temperatures kind of going up and down. That's also the trend for the mountains. I got Mount Shasta in there, but again, this trend that you're seeing is the case for everyone minus the coast, of course, right? The coast will be upper 50s to around 60 degrees for those daytime highs. Let's take a look at Futurecast now, and it looks like chances for rain pretty much nil for today. We could see a few clouds still along the coast, but otherwise mainly sunny skies. Thursday, you can see mainly sunny skies even for the coast. So a beautiful sunny day, but it is warming up and still those gusty winds on Friday. Looks like some afternoon clouds developing. Futurecast picking up on a few showers. And I'll tell you what, Futurecast has a pretty good track record with these storms. So it's not out of the question for maybe even a few stray showers for parts of Modoc County again on Friday, but it doesn't look to be all that intense if we see anything. All right, let's take a look at the long range. And now we're introducing a chance for showers possibly by Monday of next week, especially for the coast, especially for Siskiyou County and even Trinity County, but even Modoc. So I've got that chance in there for Monday for some of the mountain and coastal regions. Otherwise, the rest of us should be dry for the next 7 days as that high pressure starts to build in towards the middle of next week. Your wave heights for today, they are probably going to be a little bit on the increase and then increasing even more for your Thursday. So as a result, the National Weather Service has issued a small craft advisory, but it won't take effect until this afternoon and will most likely extend on into tomorrow as well. Let's take a look at your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. We start off with the north end of Trinity County. There's a look at the Highway 299 corridor with temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Southern Trinity County, a bit cooler for places like Forest Glen at 69, 66 degrees for Mad River, and 73 degrees in Ruth. Temperatures up, then down, then back up again. There's that chance for showers on Monday for Trinity County. Chance for showers for the North Coast as well on Monday. Otherwise, today it will be dry. We take you up north. Places like Ferndale, a high of 59, 60 in Fortuna, and Rio Dell, a high of 59. There's that chance for showers on Monday. Let's take you up north. Trinidad, about 63, 59 for Eureka. Inland, we're looking at those pretty warm temperatures, but not bad, with 75 degrees in Hoopa and 77 degrees in Willow Creek. Taking up north, out towards Gas Key, about 65 degrees, 77 degrees in Orleans and Oric, about 61 degrees. Here's your Siskiyou County neighborhood forecast with your temperatures in the low 70s for the I-5 corridor, Highway 96, mid-70s, give or take. And we take you down to the Scott Valley with temperatures around 70, give or take. Also, that chance for showers possibly on Monday. That's also the case for central and eastern Siskiyou County with a high of 65 for Tule Lake, 62 degrees for Tennant, and McLeod, a high of about 73 degrees. Modoc County temperatures most likely just dodging that 70-degree mark, with the exception of likely with a high of 70. I mean, we could touch 70 for Alturas and California Pines. Newell about 67. The Eastern Mountains should be dry on Monday, but of course dry for the next 7 days as well. Also seeing that upward, downward, then back up again trend. Lake Almanor, Lassen Park. Temperatures in the low 60s today for Lassen Park, but it is warming up there as well, close to 70 degrees by Friday. And we take you out to Paradise with a high of 81, Mineral 73, and Susanville a high today of about 77 degrees, that is. Your Valley neighborhood forecast brought to you by NorCal Tractor. I think we're going to be hovering around the upper 80s to about 90 degrees, with 90 for Red Bluff, 87 degrees for Los Molinos, and Willows about 88. 87 for the city of Shasta Lake, 89 for Redding, about 83 degrees for Whiskeytown, and 81 degrees in Lakehead. There's a look at your 7-day outlook for Redding. Temperatures increasing after today. We're back up to the mid-90s by tomorrow, upper 90s on Friday. As I mentioned, some of us may touch 100 degrees on Friday, but for now I'm going to keep it below 100. And then temperatures, well, we see some brief cooling and light cooling by the time we get into Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday, and then warming back up by Tuesday and even into Wednesday of next week. So that's a look at your forecast, more detailed forecast. Again, the big story is going to be the heat that you may be hearing about for the middle to latter part of next week. Again, I don't want to jump on that train just yet and talk about that being the big story. The big story, and I think the main focus that we need to think about for today and tomorrow, is not only the heat, but of course the winds. The winds are the biggest concern. Fire danger is going to be something we really need to focus on and pay attention to, and use extra caution over the next few days. Avoid mowing if at all possible today and tomorrow, and even Friday morning, because Friday morning should still be pretty gusty as well. It's not until Friday afternoon that the winds may start to die down, but I would really honestly, just to play it on the safe side, hold off until Saturday, because temperatures will start to drop on Saturday and the winds shouldn't be so much of a factor. So that certainly should be some good stuff. All right. See what else we got going on here. Everybody just saying happy birthday. Sadie, my wife, chiming in, saying happy birthday to Krista as well. So there you have it, folks. That is a look at your forecast for today. Coffee with Krueger. Hope you got everything you needed out of the forecast. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the cameras in the area and wrap things up here for this morning. But of course, I will be back with you bright and early tomorrow morning on Coffee with Krueger. Until then, have yourselves a great and safe day, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.